me into that dump your brother calls a motel.
But Consuelo, I gave him $2 extra for the fantasy suite.
Too bad, honey, too bad. I will not sleep there. So tonight, you will have to fantasize that you have a wife, okay?
Consuelo, mi amor, Consuelo.
Can I help you? Ooh, breath mint. Our lips are so close.
Not if you was the last immigrant grocer on earth, honey.
Son of a brisky, my ancestors spit on your haircut.
Can you help me? My doctor said I have to take a laxative.
Not in my store, you don't.
Ooh, my friend. I always hang out with two of them because it's better for conversation. See if there winds up being any. I don't have to be involved. Forget about it. Ooh. It's humid in here tonight, isn't it, girls?
Give me a bottle of anything and a glazed donut. To go.
That's a honeymoon. The other side of everything else coming back at you one time. Oh, yeah. Summertime is here. Yeah, I had Memorial Day weekend last weekend. Memorial Day this past Monday. And that was a little David Lee Roth intro right there. Because, there's a couple of albums that just remind me of summertime. And David Lee Roth, Eat 'em a Smile is one of them. And I'm just going to kick right into it because we're going to get the summertime started because it's summertime somewhere. Anyway, here, little Yankee Rose, this is a new national anthem.
Well, guess who's back in circulation? Now, I don't know what you may have heard, but what I need right now is the original Good Time Girl.
Oh, the Good Time Girl. Let's get a little Tobacco Road, Spanish style. Love this song. David Lee, he's one of the ones that actually made a Spanish version of his album, Eat 'em a Smile. Sing it. Oh, going crazy. Oh no! Oh yeah! Here we are, the other side of everything else. Like, subscribe. Let me know what you think. What's your summertime records there? I mean, I always go to the Beach Boys, and a little Jan and Dean, a little Surf City, but I don't know why. I remember I got that. I recorded off of the radio because that's what we did back in my day. They played like a snippet. They played like half the album or whatever. And the MTV was hot, of course, and you see in the videos. And I got like the early preview of the album. And so I remember being over to a friend's at her swimming pool and stuff. And of course we had a cassette player. We call it the boom box back then because it went boom, boom, boom. And then we got out the little cassette there, and I recorded like 3 or 4 songs off of it, and probably those 3 right there. Put it in there, and I'm jamming that, and I think I'm the coolest thing ever. But you know what? I wasn't. Because it was summertime. It was hot. Hot like it is right now. Oh, yeah. But anyway, that's a one album. It just makes me think of summertime. Because of that memory right there. And ironically enough, the other album that really makes me think of summertime is a little band that David Roth used to play in.
Hello, baby.
Oh, yeah. It was good enough for me. Wow. could be one of the reasons it reminds me of summer. Oh, gotta have the radio. No line about that. Got David Lee Roth and Van Halen with Sammy Hagar, the best of both worlds. Oh, heaven right on earth. That's what I'm talking about right there. And I know it's been the debate ever since, who's better, the original Van Halen with Sammy Hagar. But Sammy Hagar had all #1 albums, but Van Halen had the energy and all that. But Sammy Hagar's a better singer, but David Roth's a better frontman. It's all perspective. And I don't know why there's got to be a debate. I love both. I love the Van Hagar. I love the David Lee Roth solo. Now, David Lee Roth, he was definitely better with Van Halen because I've seen him with Van Halen several times, and it was never a disappointment. I saw him solo a few times, and it wasn't always the greatest. Now, Sammy, though, solo several times. Love him solo. I love him with the Circle. I love him with Chickenfoot. I love everything he does, really, and he's never disappointed. And I've seen him with Van Halen, and I've always liked him with Van Halen. It's just too different. But one thing I don't understand, people always go, well, Sammy Hagar turned him into more of a pop band and instead of a rock band. But you know what? All Sammy did, Eddie gave him the music, and Sammy put lyrics to it. So it wasn't just Sammy. I mean, that's the direction Eddie was going. And I think that's part of the problem that Dave and Eddie was having at the time, because, I mean, they always clashed, but because Dave didn't like Jump and all that at first. And but Eddie wanted to play keyboards, He's raised on keyboards, He's raised on piano. And so that's the age-old thing. So who do you like better? Do you like the Van Halen original? Do you like see, it's hard for me to choose. I'll go with the Van Halen original always, because that's what I grew up with. That was my early years. I mean, they changed the game. Their album came out, Van Halen, the original, the Van Halen 1. It came out, and it changed the game. And it was the precursor to the hair metal that a lot of people complain about, too. I mean, Dave, and all that, that's a big reason we got the hair metal, that became popular. And the only reason, like 1984 probably didn't go #1 and stuff is because you had Michael Jackson in there, and he took the #1 spot. But I'm sporting a little Triumph Allied Forces. I was going to go that direction because it is the anniversary of the US Festival, and Triumph gave the most memorable performance there. I mean, the day the heavy metal day is what they called it. You had, Quiet Riot. You had Scorpions. You had Van Halen. You had Triumph. Ozzy. I mean, it was just an unbelievable lineup. Motley Crue, and this is in the beginning. They're either getting ready to break or they're at their prime. And, I mean, it was an incredible day. And I remember, it was in California. I'm in Indiana. I remember we're cruising. That's back when you could cruise. You could afford gas and you cruised. Yeah, you got like 3 or 4 people in a car, and everybody gave $2 gas, and you can cruise all night long. But I remember cruising and Pizza Hut, people going to Pizza Hut where I was at, and they'd hang out, and I stayed out in the car, and I listened to the radio because they was playing highlights from the US Festival, and that's where I first discovered Quiet Riot and Motley Crue and all that, and look, my Alice Cooper bucks fell. Alice on the $100 bill. Oh, it's all about the dollar bills. So anyway, squirrel. Anyway, but that's the little thing there with the shirt and all that. And we go summertime, that's here. Festivals, they're happening. I believe Oklahoma went on this past weekend. I don't even know who's there this year. I kind of lost track of it. I know M3 happened. I believe M3 is going on too. Cruise, Monster Scrawl Cruise just finished up. I did a little thing on that. You've seen that. But let's jump into some news real quick. Here's some news out of Florida. It is summertime. People heading to Florida. I want you to be careful. This happened at a bar. And the bathroom line was long. We know how it is in the bathroom line. You just go outside. You pee in the alley. You pee in the woods or wherever your bar is. This guy, he went and peed by the lake or whatever. And you don't want to do that in Florida.
They got him. Yeah, the gator got him. His arm's gone. A wanted alligator was apprehended after allegedly biting off a man's arm.
He's screaming. He is conscious. He's screaming right now. And we cannot see where the gator's at. I'm sorry.
A 911 call was made after people witnessed the attack from a nearby bar. Manny Hidalgo tells WINK News that he went to help the man who he saw trying to swim to shore with just one arm.
Guy at the bar came out, was ex-military. He knew what was going on, so me and him dragged him out. We put a tourniquet on him and just kind of try to keep him calm.
Scary as the situation was, he says it could have been worse.
And the gator was big enough. I think he just got a clean cut and took off with the arm and left him alone, so he's lucky to be alive. Otherwise, that dude would have probably drowned it and then been dinner for the family.
Instead, the victim gets to be with his family as he heals from this unfortunate incident.
So there we go. At least there's a little bit good news. The guy did survive. I think that's Fort Myers, Florida. Where's my buddy John and his wife Tammy. That's where they lived for a little while. But anyway, alligators. If you're in Florida, you're at the bar, try to hold it. Or at least just pee next to the building or go by your car or something. Be careful getting around that pond. You know, pond, anything with body of water, alligator get in it. Boom, no arm. Could have been worse. He was taking a piss. Could have been the kickstand. But what we did here at the other side of everything, we digged it a little deeper. And at first they weren't sure it was alligator, and they was hiring this guy here. Didn't catch his name, but they hired him to go after what they believe took the arm. And let's just look in it, and we're going to see a little of him getting prepped.
Licensed to kill gophers by the government.
They originally thought it was a gopher.
Man free to kill gophers at will. To kill, you must know your enemy. In this case, my enemy is a varmint. And a varmint will never quit, ever. They're like the Viet Cong. Varmint Cong. So what you gotta do, you gotta fall back. That's superior firepower and superior intelligence. And that's all she wrote.
Wow. Well, luckily they found out it wasn't a gopher and it was an alligator. So they didn't have to go that route. But they were prepared. Because you just never know. You never know what's going on nowadays. Wait a minute. Something's going on. What? You're kidding me, really? What? And took what song and did what? What? Okay, let's just go to it. Let's see what's going on. Anyway, get a load of this clown.
Just sit right back and you hear a tale of a fateful trip that started from this tropic port aboard this tiny ship. The mate was a mighty sailing lad, the skipper brave and sure. 5 passengers set sail that day for a 3-hour tour. A 3-hour tour. Makes me wonder. Ooh, really makes me wonder. The ship set ground on the shore of this uncharted desert isle with Gilligan, the skipper too, the millionaire and his wife, the movie star, the professor and Mary Ann, here on Gilligan's Isle.
Ah, well, there you have it. For some reason, that clown is talking about Gilligan's Island, the little stairway in the background there. But anyway, you never know what's going to happen. So we got that breaking. That just happened, I guess. And there's another thing that I bet you wasn't expecting to hear because we're getting ready to get into the whole political thing. There's all kinds of Republicans that threw their hat into the ring. You got some Democrats that threw their hat in the ring, and Joe Biden has announced that he is running again, but he has yet to do any kind of press conference, which is not unusual for him because he hasn't done a lot since he's been president. And before he became president, he pretty much campaigned from his basement. But he always used Corona as not the drink, but the virus as a crutch or whatever, as an excuse not to come out and do whatever. And anyway, but here we got him on. Since he's announced his presidency, we actually do have an interview with him here on the other side of everything else. Like, subscribe, let me know what you think.
Well, hello, Steve.
Yeah, we've actually met before.
Yeah, we've met before. Some other show that you're on, too.
How old are you, man?
How old am I? It doesn't matter.
It doesn't?
You know you can't tell your age in show business.
No,
'cause
Biden
you
don't give his age out.
Really?
Yeah, you know that. Anyway, Steve, I just wanted to come out here and say hi. I love the show.
Do you really?
I do. I love the show.
You know, why am I talking to him like he real, though?
That is a good question. Why do you talk to Biden like he's real? But at least he's talking. Hey, at least he's talking. He's got somebody's hand up his ass, but at least he's talking. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and wrap it up there. We're going to wrap it up with some words of wisdom this time. No moment is in with Joe Biden or Joe Biden and friends. Some words of wisdom from our friend, Mr. Roth.
Hello, this is Dave, and I'd like to talk to you a little bit about life. All right. Yay. That's life. That's life. That's what all the people say. You're riding high on Monday, shot down in May, but I ain't never gonna change my tune when I'm back on top in the month of June. I said that's life. That's life. Ain't as funny as it may seem. Some people get their kicks stomping on a dream, but I don't ever let it get me down, 'cause that big old world keeps spinning around. Being a puppet, pirate, a poet, a pauper, a pawn and a king. Being up and down and over and out. And I know one thing. Each time that I find myself flat on my face, I pick myself up and get back in the race. That's life. And I can't deny it. Many times I thought of quitting, babe, but my heart wouldn't buy it. If I didn't think it was worth one try, I'd jump right on a big bird and I'd fly. Been a puppet, poet, pirate, pauper, now I'm the king. Been up, down, I know one thing. Each time that I find myself flat on my face, I pick myself up and get back in the race. That's life, and I can't deny it. Many times I thought of quitting, babe, but my heart wouldn't buy it. If I didn't think it was worth one try, I'd just roll myself up in a big ball and fly. Zap-bop-doop-zoop-bip-doobie-doo.
That's life, baby. This is a bit of boo. Oh, yeah. And that's all the time we got right now. Remember, go check out the US Festival. Check out Triumph. Check out that Metal Day. There, even the other days, you had like Stray Cats on there. You had Duran Duran. You had all kinds of great bands on that weekend. It's just too bad we can't afford to do that now. Couldn't afford to do it back then. But Steve Wozniak did it. I don't know if I said his name right, but Wozniak is a funny name to say. But anyway, that's life. So it's time for us to get on that big bird and fly. Remember, it don't matter if it's Van Halen with David Lee Roth. It don't matter if it's Van Halen with Sammy Hagar. Enjoy it all because it's all good music. It all makes you feel good. What's your summer song? Let's get the summer started. Oh, we got to look for summertime. It could be on the other side with everything else. Until the next time, I'll see you on the other side.